Good morning, boys. It's 12:09 and the code is soda. It's turn 1 for Germany. Sorry about the confusion. That sub is going from 117.12, excuse me, to 109. I wrote 107. Silly me. I was multitasking a little bit. Anyway, it's all pretty standard issue for Germany. Although I am intentionally going in a little late in Paris, and we're toying with the idea of withdrawing and giving it to the Italians. I know that sounds crazy, but let's see how things go. Anyway, let's mount the camera and get right at it. And I'm sure that might sound like music to your ears, doing something crazy like that, but the same old game every time. Who wants that? Okay, so here is a zoomed in look at the magnetized mess I always send via text prior to taking up turns, so we know we're getting underway. We're buying one factory, 3 artillery, and 2 infantry. So let's start with the least consequential. Well, anyway, we're moving into Finland with 3 men. That's now 7. We're taking a transport from and a cruiser from 114 into 113, and we're bringing an AA gun and an infantry in there. Yugoslavia, I guess, right? We're going into Bulgaria to do that. We're bringing 1 infantry from Romania into Yugoslavia, a tank from Poland, a tank from Slovakia, 2 artillery, and 6 infantry from Greater Southern. So we're going to have 4 infantry at 1s, 2 infantry at 2s with 2 artillery. So 4 at 1s, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1 hit. And now 4 more at 2s. There's another hit and another hit. That's 3 hits. 2 tanks. No hits. Oh, and I have an infantry from Romania. So 3 hits. You have 5 to defend for. There's 2. There's 4. 1 hit. And there's 5. 2 hits. So 2 hits against me is going to be a 1. What did I just do? A 6 chip. Alright, so I have 4 remaining infantry. And I think I got you 3 times, right? 1, 2, 3. So you still have 2 infantry in there. Yeah. Okay, I believe so. So 2 at 2s. Oh, I'm sorry. 2 at 2s. Yeah, now 2 more at 2s. There's 2 hits. That's all we needed. We'll do 2 tanks for good measure. There's a 3rd hit. So you have 2 infantry to defend for. You got a 4 and a 6. So Yugoslavia is gone. We're in there with 4 infantry, 5 infantry, 2 artillery, and 2 tanks. And now the next order of business is going to be, let's see, we're at 3 minutes already. Jeez, 1 battle. That's no good. Now we're going to do Normandy, I guess. So we have an infantry, an artillery, and a mech. So we have 1 at 1, and we have 2 at 2 in Normandy. There's 1 hit. You have 2 to defend for. You got no hits. Now, round 2. 1 at 1. Hit, you're done, and then you have to defend, and you do. So we lose an infantry, but we're in there with an artillery and a mech. Next order of business is southern France. There's a mechanized unit coming from Western Germany, a tank from Greater Southern Germany, and a fighter from Slovakia. So 1 at 1, 1 tank at 3 LS, hit, and then 1 fighter at 3 LS, missed. So there's 1 hit. You have 2 to defend for. You roll 2 3s, no luck. 1 at 1. 1 tank at 3 LS, hit. You're done. You have to defend, and you roll the 2, so you do so. So we're in there with 1 tank. The fighter is landing in northern Italy. Now we'll do the sea battles. Start with 109. You're scrambling. Yikes. Alright, so a sub hit. That's good. And the sub can't hit a plane, so the sub killed your destroyer. You now kill me, however. You have 3, you have 1 destroyer at 2 LS. You have 3 planes, a 6 and a 5. Oh, wouldn't this be beautiful? Now you got me. So he's dead. So you still have your transport, and the destroyer is gone. Now we're going to 111. We have 2 subs at 2s. There's 1 hit. We have a fighter at 3. We have attack and 2 strats. So there's 1 hit so far. So there's 3 at 4. We got 1 hit so far. 3 4s. There's 3 hits. And now 1 more. 4 hits. All we needed was 4. So you're cleaned up. You have a destroyer at 2 or less. You missed. A cruiser at 3 or less. Rolled a 6. A battleship hit. So this stuff is gone and you got 1 hit. And so we still have a sub in C-Zone 111. Moving down to C-Zone 110. 2 subs. A battleship. 3 fighters. 3 tacks. 2 subs at 2 or less. 1 hit. 3 fighters. 2 hits. 3 hits. 3 tacks. 5 hits. That's all we needed was 3. So you have 2 cruisers at 3 or less. You got 1 hit and a battleship. 1 hit. That's great news too. Okay, so you're cleaned up out of there. We lost a sub. No, we didn't lose a sub. We still have both subs, but we have a wounded battleship on our hands. So, we got a wounded battleship and 2 subs in C-Zone 110. And now we're going to adjust this camera a little bit so that we can see the battle board. Okay, let's go like that. All right, so it's Paris time. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 infantry, 2 artillery, 2 mechs, 5 tanks, and 1 tactical bomber, which you get an AA gun roll for, and you missed. So 6 at 2, 6 at 1. So there's 1 hit, 2 hits, 2 hits with infantry. Let's mark that down. 2 hits so far. 4 at 2s. There's 2. There's 4. No hits. 5 tanks. There's 2. That's a 3 and a 5. So that's 1 hit, 2 hits, 1 more tank, 3 hits, and a tack. 3 more hits. So that's 5 hits altogether for the first round. That's going to be an AA gun for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have to defend for 4 dead guys first. 1 hit. 1 hit with your dead. You have 4 more at 2s. There's 1 more hit. 2 more hits. So you got 3 hits so far. 2 tanks. No hits. 3 hits so far. And a fighter. 5. You failed. So 3 hits. 3 infantry are dead. Now, next round. 3 infantry at once. 1, 2, 3. 1 hit. We are at 7 minutes and 31 seconds. So 1 hit so far with infantry. 4 at 2s. 1, 2. 3, 4. Not doing well with those. 5 tanks. 1, 2. 3, 4. Oh, come on now. 5. And attack bomber. 2 hits altogether. So you lose 2 men. That was horrible. 2 dead guys. You got a 1 and a 3. I lose a man. And those are not dead. 2 artillery. You got 1 more hit with artillery. I lose a man. 2 tanks. You got 1 more hit. I lose another man. And you have a fighter. Hit. And I lose a mech. Alright, next round. 3 at 2. I don't think I've hit with these all day. 1, 2, 3. No hits. 5 tanks. 1, 2. There's 1 hit. 3, 4. Come on. 5. 2 hits. And a tack. 3 hits. There's 1, 2, 3. This is ridiculous. So you lost 1, 2, 3. So you have to defend for 2 dead artillery. No hits. You're gone. 1 dead tank. Hit. I lose another mech. And now 1 living tank. Hit. And 1 fighter. Hit. So 2 more hits. That's 2 artillery. 5 tanks. Do we want to stay in or do we want to give this to the Italians? No, I need that money. That was stupid thinking. So 5 tanks. 1, 2. There's 1 hit. 3, 4. 5. 2 hits. Finally, we got you. You have to defend for a tank and you missed, and you have to defend for a fighter and you missed. So you're gone, and we're in there with 5 tanks. So that was a bloody exchange for the Germans. Yikes. So we just have 5 tanks in there, and then the tactical bomber lands in Western Germany. Okay, so the tactical bomber that came from Germany went 1, 2, 3. It has to land in Holland. There are 2 fighters that have the ability to land in Western Germany, and they're doing so. Everything else, we're moving 2 AA guns into Holland, and then everything that survived from all the other battles is all in Holland. So we're just going to go like this. I'll clean it up later. But basically, everything here is in Holland. We just have attack and 3 aircraft. attacking 2 fighters in Western Germany. Now we're moving 3 artillery into Poland, 11 infantry, 1 AA gun. 1 AA gun is going to Slovakia. Like I said, we already went into Bulgaria. I believe that's it for Germany. Yeah, pretty easy enough. Anyway, we're putting a industry in Romania, where there is currently only 1 infantry, and we're putting 2 infantry and 3 artillery in Germany. So let's do a troop count. We have a sub in 111. We have 2 subs and a wounded battleship in 110. We have 1, 2 fighters, 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks, 2 strats, 2 AA guns in Holland. Western Germany, we have 2 fighters, 1 tank, 1 AA gun. We have a German fighter in northern Italy. We have 5 tanks in Paris, 1 tank in southern France, 1 mech and 1 artillery in Normandy, 3 artillery, 2 infantry in Berlin. We have an infantry in Denmark, an infantry and an AA gun in Norway, a cruiser and a transport in Season 113, 7 infantry in Finland. Poland, we have 3 artillery, 11, 12, 13, 14 infantry, 1 AA gun. Slovakia, 2 infantry, 1 AA gun. Romania, 1 infantry and a minor factory. Bulgaria, 1 tank and 4 men. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, just 1 minute. 1, 2, 3. So 4 men and 1 tank in Bulgaria. Romania has, like I say, 1 infantry and 1 factory. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infantry, 2 artillery, 2 tanks in Yugoslavia. Yeah, that should be the whole deal for Germany. It's a 11-minute, 57-second video.